This is easy to say, but will you do it? Because it's critical to be making a great business. Are you able to work harder or are you able to work smarter? This is episode number 297 of the weekly quick tips for your marketing toolbox by My Online Toolbox. We help you grow your business with more quality leads, amplifying online marketing education, strategy, and implementation support too. We want to take a moment. This is the first pre announcement of a workshop being done with Markup and Profit, also known as Construction Program and Results, and My Online Toolbox on Thursday, January 11th. And what we're doing in this workshop is the title of this one is A Blueprint for Sustained Business Growth. A Contractor Shares His Story. So imagine rewinding the clock to the day you launched your business. What advice would you give yourself? Join us as we present a success story of a rather diversified remodeler, home builder, and general contractor. He learned a lot since 2015, and we're offering an active participation opportunity between companies who helped along the way, with the contractor taking center stage. Again, the contractor will be taking center stage. We did a few of these tests at the latter part of the year, and they were wildly successful. And now we're turning it up a notch. It's live. You have to be there to participate. And what we want you to realize is that there's limited seats to act now, and you might have to look up to see where the link is. But if you go to the markupandprofit.com website /event /a blueprint for sustained business growth, one contractor's story. You'd have to look up again to be able to see where the hyphens are. That is the pre-announcement. We're not sure when we're going to shut it down with registrations. We're anticipating a large crowd, but take a moment, do something different, participate in a workshop where you could learn as well as ask questions and be answered by a very sophisticated, successful community. But last week, we were having some fun about talking about how fast is your website programming. You have to check out that episode because it's amazing how many comments we get about this, but too many fall victim to this trick question. Week before that, we were also coattailing on false victories by your tech folk. Too many simply do not understand your business. Too many in a certain generation are declaring success with your marketing efforts when you're generating less business or getting too much tire kicking opportunities. Week before that, we were expressing why wait for the New Year's resolutions, because you have to start at least your marketing today for tomorrow's results, because on average it takes at least 2 months before a new behavior becomes automatic. And finally, one last review is talking about, on episode number 293, can you invest simply 100 hours in a year to exceed 95% of the contractors at marketing? It's so critical for you to appreciate that marketing must be in front of all of your future business activities, because it's going to help you generate, when done correctly, your idealistic opportunities going forward. Check it out. But this week, let's talk about whether you're able to work harder or smarter, because everybody will use both buzzwords interchangeably. Yes, I could work harder. Yes, I could work smarter. But only one is easy to say, while the other one is critical but harder to do. Working harder, bottom line, is easier. You could skip lunch, you could come in earlier, you could work throughout the night, you could work Saturdays and Sundays, and that is one definition of working harder, but it's easy to control. And all of us, including My Online Toolbox, fall victim towards that when we start to get caught up in the thick of the business and things start to happen, you change. And so by default, traditionally, everybody could work harder, but not everybody could work smarter. Working smarter simply takes planning in advance. That is why even My Online Toolbox, as a marketing firm, has such a big opportunity and challenge, because so many people traditionally are short-sighted and focusing in mostly on what they're thinking about for just a few days out, possibly a week, and when we're lucky, a month going out. But at least with the My Online Toolbox target market, we are always trying to project the 1 to 5 year game plan. And even though, of course, 5 years is fuzzy, 1 year is a little bit clearer, if you're not doing something, anything, to make changes today to impact the long term. Then next year and the year after, you might make more money, but you will be working harder rather than smarter. So let's use my online toolbox as an example. This year, we did one thing, what we never did before, was especially on our consulting services, it's the first time that we pushed specifically two clients. We're not worried about them because they're probably not paying attention to these episodes anyway, but we pushed away two people out of the many who signed up, where in the first 90 to 120-day window, if they simply won't follow up on what their promises are, and it's as simple as, quite honestly, just showing us images and giving us descriptions of their projects as one example of the many. We don't want to sit here and chase that client for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years out, because then what happens is when we're measuring ourselves by our weakest link, we are already seeing that weak link and trying our best to change the person. But if they simply just come to my online toolbox and think we're wizards and immediately can change their life by simply signing up, writing us a check, and not supporting us on our endeavors to help with the marketing, it's just a fallacy. So we have taken a stronger approach to pushing those people aside. And even though we're technically losing a client, the reality is, just like we help with our clients, we're looking for ideal situations. But our ideal situation is a 1 to 5 year relationship, not a 30, 60, 90 days. Let's quickly slap something together, throw it online, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the website, and then just let it sit there and think that now that we built it, they shall come. So we have learned how to get a new account, but also qualify whether they're going to stay as a new account in a short time. And it worked out very well. Also, for those who are existing customers, our email communications have even gotten better. We've done a fantastic job, we think, on how we maintain efficiency with emails and all of our accounts, but we even got better this year. And last but not least, which we can't give away the details, is that our classes are becoming so successful that the challenge for anybody in this industry who attempts to do education classes is making sure that they're built in such a way that they're easily updated as things change, especially in marketing. It's a tough one. And here we are almost 10 years later doing better and better. Just when we thought we had no other better ideas to work with, we were wrong, and we started implementing them to even make the updating of the classes more efficiently, which gives us a leg up on anybody who thinks they're going to enter this industry and try to outdo us. So to start with, now that the year's almost at an end, what 3 smarter things will you do next? We'd like to offer a suggestion. First, begin to take an effort of learning from your peers, and my online toolbox and markup and profit are going to help you, because on January 11th we have an event that you probably have not participated in one before. So please check out that workshop and sign up, because we don't know when we're going to have to limit it. And so by the time you sit there and just take a moment to sign up, it might be too late on the registrations. Separately, my online toolbox has 2 different ways to help you out too. Be consistent on a weekly basis, at least when it comes to your marketing, and be motivated for the long term. My online toolbox gives you, for free in this case, 2 different options. With the weekly quick tips, we can't force you to like the My Online Toolbox Facebook page. We can't force you to like a few posts and even comment on a few posts. So then in your Facebook feed, it just automatically pops up on a weekly basis. And so while you're quickly distracted on whatever else it is that you're doing in your business, at least when you log onto Facebook, you're going to see the most recent quick tips that help you stay motivated for all of the things other peers are doing within their marketing endeavors. And then we can't force you to follow us on Instagram for the weekly featured projects, which is the best in marketing in this industry. Please follow us on Instagram. Please like a few of the posts, and please even comment on a few of the posts. So the same thing with Instagram, that you're seeing the feed of what we're doing, and that will help you get motivated for both the short term and the long term. It's quiet now. Take a moment to make little changes. And of course, we're being very focused on marketing because that's what we do, but do the same thing when it comes to your sales tactics, whatever it may be. take a step back and look at how you email, how you send out your proposals. When it comes to finance, take a step back, allocate time, whatever that time frame may be. 15 minutes every other week, 15 minutes a week, whatever it is, put it on the calendar to start changing your habits in order to consciously begin to work smarter. But if you're going to sit there and just wing it, admit to yourself you're not working smarter and all you're going to do is work harder. And that works well for some people, but there's a time that you burn out. And when you burn out, it becomes that transition of that you're trying to work smarter and you think that doing something today is going to immediately make an impact tomorrow, which is rarely the case. So take a moment to realize that. For new people here who don't know My Online Toolbox, please, to make a change, at least in understanding marketing and websites in general, I don't care who you're working with. You may have a favorite person to work with. You're not really sure who you're working with, but you never really know if they're doing a good job or not. Then just go to the My Online Toolbox industry specific marketing education class, the basic class. Just go to the basic class, and you're going to spend about 8 to 10 hours, depending on your technical aptitude, and really understand something that's so important for 6 months, 1 year, and many years out. This is My Online Toolbox providing weekly quick tips and reminders, and we want to remember to always start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.